My name is Millie Taylor. I grew up in what we call downtown Newport News, which is now called East End. I have a lot of good news about Newport News growing up. Like I said, we had so many people who took care of us, taught me how to be a decent person, how to treat people, how I should be treated by people. I just remember the good times we had right here. We had some really good neighbors, and a lot of children was in our neighborhood. I attended Paul Laurence Dunbar Elementary School. I went to Huntington High School and also Peninsula Business College, PBC. I was raised by my mother and my grandparents and the whole community. I call my guardian angels. I lived in a 500 block of 21st Street when I was first born. I have a picture. This is a picture of two neighbors of mine. In the background, you see the Motor Theater. You see the brick road. They tore all this down to build Dickerson Court. And I remember the A&B Cafe was on 21st Street, right behind the Moton. We had three theaters, three black theaters, the Moton, the Dixie, and Jefferson. And I remember growing up, we had older people who would sit on the porch. The first thing they asked you, where your mother? And they said, well, this is what you go get and go home. And they watch you till you got home. And they would also come to your house sometime to make sure you got home. We had a community of just all guardians growing up. They had a lot of pool halls, thrift stores. And then we had a store called New York Cafe on 25th Street. And they had a hole in the window. We couldn't go inside because we were teenagers. You order your hot dog at the window. It was called a foot-long hot dog. We had a lot of things growing up. That's a good point. And then the hot dog stand was on 25th Street in the 500 block. They had the best hot dogs in the whole entire world. And we had the Grants over on 28th Street, Washington Avenue. They had good hot dogs. They had good hot dogs and 10-cent bracelets. So I go over town. I walk the bridge. I had money to ride the bus, but I walk. And I get me a 10-cent bracelet and a hot dog. But I was trying to think of some more things that I remember about Jefferson Avenue because I came from the 500 block. And I know we had ditch banks all the way down from the 500 block all the way down to 25th Street with ditch banks with tadpoles and minnows and seaweed would be in it. And we would take the tadpoles and minnows, put them in a pickle jar with the seaweed and give them breadcrumbs. Those are our goldfish. Put them for goldfish. So that was our goldfish. Little things we did to make ourselves happy. That was my memories of growing up now. It was mainly black people and Jewish people in my community. On the avenue was mostly Jewish who owned the stores, and black was only mainly it was black owned stores. Cleaners, shoe shop, beauty shop, little variety shop, record shop, you name it. It's mainly black owned businesses. It means a lot knowing I came from a community, a caring community, where people loved me for who I was, even though I didn't have a lot and didn't know I was poor until I moved away. So that's what it means. It just means love and caring for me. It was a village. It really was. Because everybody took care of you. When we had to leave 21st Street to turn down to build Dixon Court, and I don't think we had nowhere to go, the lady who lived down the street from me got a house right next to the First Black Hospital. We moved with her. We moved with her. All the girls and all the boys went to my other grandmama's house. So it took us in. Yeah. People took you in. And next door to me on 21st Street, they had 12 children. So we left school done by, we brought food home in jars. Because he fed all the kids, in Miss Carter's house. Yeah, we had a good community, really nice. People cared about each other. They loved us. They might not say that, but they showed us love. Actions and deeds was love.